Hi, so welcome guys. I'm Tokyo Paul. I'm with my friend Aurora. We met once, but yeah, today we're gonna hear Aurora's story. And yeah, without further ado, hi Aurora.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Paul. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Nice to have the chance to chat with you.
Yeah, good to
Uh,
see you again.
Good to see you again. And yeah, so of course my first question is tell us about yourself. Where are you from?
So I was born in Baltimore, Maryland, in the
No
United
way.
States.
Oh, wow.
Yes. But I grew up in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
No way. I've read that.
So yes, most of my life was spent in Colorado and Colorado Springs and Denver.
Okay.
And then from Denver, Colorado, to Japan. So that's where I'm from.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that where like the people, I guess, it's famous for skiing and I guess snowboarding and
Yeah, so you have a lot of the Aspen and Vale,
wow.
Breckenridge, Rocky Mountains, So
I've seen like just pictures and videos, but I haven't actually been. I have friends that study there, so wow.
I
Uh,
used to snowboard when I was in
wow.
my younger days, but never like super good. It's not cheap, I guess, to go
No,
snowboarding.
it sounds kind of
Um,
sometimes expensive.
but yeah, usually when I'm explaining it to like Japanese people that I meet, I tell them mountains, middle United States, that kind of thing. So yeah, Colorado's a good place.
I'm curious then, like, do you miss home? Do you miss Colorado
That's an
or whatever
interesting
you call home?
question.
Or yeah,
I miss the people.
yep.
Like I miss our friends, I miss family. Um, there are parts of Colorado that I do miss, but overall, I'm not homesick, if that makes sense.
That's cool. And out of curiosity, and of course, I'm Chinese American. May I ask what nationality or do you?
Yeah, so my father is from the Philippines.
Okay.
I'm Filipino, and my mom is half Mexican and German descent.
Wow, mix.
So I'm
Cool.
quite mixed.
Cool. I don't know why, if you don't mind me asking, then like what are your hobbies? I don't even know why my mind went there, but that's what I'm curious.
That is a yeah, lots of that's like the big question all Japanese people ask. Like, what are your hobbies? What
Yep.
sports do you like?
Yep.
Um, so I do the YouTube channel. I guess
Yep.
that's
Well, I'll
a
ask more about that
hobby.
later. Yep.
I uh I like to draw, so I'm an
Wow.
artist, I
That's
guess. I
cool.
do like
Right.
Photoshop and
Oh, you do the
regular art,
digital art too. Wow.
digital art, yeah. I like to karaoke, you were there
Yeah.
at the with the
Your
band.
voice is very fills the room, and I find it warm. And actually, sorry, going back to digital art because I'm just really curious because I haven't seen it yet. Honestly, like, where is it possible to see it online? Is it on your Instagram?
Yeah, so I have an Instagram called Black Dawn Arts. So
Black Art.
yeah, I'll send it to you. I think it's Black
Oh,
Dawn
switching. Yeah,
underscore
yeah.
arts.
Yep.
But yeah, it's got like the digital art and some pen, paper, calligraphy stuff that I've done.
I'm sorry.
So
And then what's the subject matter? Do you draw people or like digital
I
anime or?
so I kind of specialize in turning people into anime characters.
Wow, dude, I'm sure a lot of our viewers would love that. Oh,
Yeah, so I had a Etsy page when I was back in the States where
no way, that would be perfect
people
for you.
would request them to be turned into anime. So I did anything from
Dude,
Dragon Ball Z characters to
I
I
do want
turned
that.
a couple into
You want that, yeah.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
Pokemon.
So I've done Naruto,
All of them.
Pokemon, and then they're just like, I want to be anime.
Wow,
So
me too.
okay,
I want the anime.
you
What?
want to be anime? I'll make you anime.
Um, may I ask, what's your favorite? Oh, sorry, because you just mentioned Pokemon. Now my mind's getting there. What's your favorite? I assume you watch or know some Pokemon. What's your favorite Pokemon?
I actually don't watch
No
Pokemon.
way!
I grew up watching Digimon.
No way! I
Yes,
watched two, but I don't remember anything.
I know. It's a long time ago.
Yeah, and their names all ended with Mon, so I was like,
Yes. So it was like Agumon and Hentomon. I don't remember, but yeah, I used to watch Digimon
wow,
over Pokemon.
that's cool.
I guess Pikachu. That's the easiest one to say.
Yeah, yeah, Pikachu's the best. I like Gengar.
Pikachu. Whenever I would play Smash Brothers, I chose Pikachu. So
No way.
I choose you, Pikachu.
Yeah, that Pikachu shocks everybody in the Smash.
Yes, that's why.
Yeah, that's kind of, if you don't mind me saying, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, but
So
I
yes,
was
yes,
never
I
good
know
at
that they
Smash.
all hated me because I choose Pikachu and just go underneath everybody.
No,
The lightning.
yeah. Pikachu kind of looks slow, but kind of has some fast attacks. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
So, but I think Sailor Moon was the anime that really got me into anime.
No way.
Yes.
It's the gateway anime. Yeah,
Gateway anime.
yeah, yeah. Um, well,
Who's your favorite
actually,
Pokemon?
oh, dang, Gengar. I don't
I
know.
don't know who that is.
It's the ghost, like the fat round ball.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you see him in you know, products in the stores. But yeah. Actually, I watched. Oh, secret people. I watched Sailor Moon too. But what was your who was your favorite Sailor Moon? Oh
So
God,
my favorite Sailor Scout was originally Sailor Mars.
no
Then
way.
it turned into Sailor Saturn.
Oh, I don't remember their
Um,
colors.
but I actually cosplayed once as Sailor
On Sailor
Mars
Moon Instagram.
back in the day. Huh?
Oh, sorry. Is that on your Instagram? Your cosplay?
If yeah, it might be.
Cool.
So yeah,
Actually,
back in the day.
do you know the Sagamiko Park here in Kanto area?
No.
Oh, well, I don't know. You mentioned you like Sailor Moon. Sagamiko is a park, you know, kind of like the another Japanese Disneyland, but
Mm.
in like early, like I want to say March, late winter, they have a illumination Sailor Moon. Jeez, like I have a video. It was really
Oh
hard
my
to get
gosh.
a signal out there, but yeah, you guys can even find it on YouTube. But it's Sailor Moon Illumination. I think you might love it. Um, I kind
That
of
sounds
freaked out a little bit. Yeah,
amazing.
it's on the
I
top of
know
the mountains.
right now they have the Sailor Moon exhibit,
No way. All right, maybe
and it's going on until December.
I'll check it out, guys.
And so I really, really want to go.
Sure, make a video of it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Make a maybe a YouTube short.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Actually, so that makes me curious. What brought you to Japan?
So
Some guess.
back in the day, 2009, I came with my dad
Hmm.
to visit. We came for a friend's wedding.
Whoa.
And I was like, yeah, Japan seems cool. I was like really early 20s. And then the the funny part is that our friends took us to Shibuya 109,
Oof. The
you
so
know,
close.
the
Yeah.
10-story girl shopping
Yes,
mall.
I was gonna
And
say. Yeah.
I had never seen anything like that in my entire
Right.
life.
It's a little
And
bit
I was
different
like,
from the mall. Yeah.
oh my gosh, I need this to be a part of my life. I need my life to be here so I can go shopping in Shibuya 109.
Shop till you
And
drop.
ever since then, I was like, one day I will live in Japan.
Mm,
Um, After that came two more times to visit with my husband,
nice.
and he fell in love with it too. So we made a plan. We decided that yes, one day we would move to Japan.
And
And so here we
this is
are.
nice, nice. When did you come over? If you
Came in August of 2019,
okay, wow.
about
How
8 months
was
before the pandemic.
wow. My one question I do have is like, how was the experience moving here? Like,
Such a pain. It's not easy to move to a different country. You know this, I'm sure. Um, we basically sold everything. You
Hmm.
know, we just brought like clothes with us.
Hmm.
And, it was a lot of trips to immigration. a lot of trips, looking for an apartment.
Mm.
And because we're foreigners and our Japanese wasn't very good, we got a lot of, boo boo, no foreigners here, no foreigners
Hmm.
here.
No way.
Yeah. So we stayed with some friends of ours for about 2 weeks
Hmm.
before we found our apartment. And they were like, yeah, foreigners are fine. Like, yay.
Nice.
So moved in. But yeah, and we moved in, August. So that's like the hottest month of the year
Oh
here.
yeah. It's
And
really
we moved to Saitama, which is like the hottest area in Japan.
uh,
So it wasn't easy.
hmm.
But fortunately, we live like a 5-minute walk away from a Nitori.
Oh, nice.
So that's like a Japanese IKEA for anybody who
It's
doesn't
exactly what I
know.
wanted to say, but you said it nice.
But that was really helpful. Live right next door to Family Mart.
Nice.
So that was also really helpful.
Nice.
But yeah, it's definitely not an easy process. You have to really want, to come here.
Hmm.
And we actually came because my husband started attending Tokyo International University.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, so he came on a student visa, and I was able to get a dependent visa from that.
That's really cool. So, how's life now? I guess a lot later. Is
A
it?
lot later. It is good.
Yeah.
Pandemic aside, whatever. Just a virus out there. My
Hmm.
husband, he graduated last year and he started working as an English teacher,
Hmm.
full time, and I started working as an English teacher part time.
Hmm.
And so that's him. That's yeah, life's been really good. It's a nice, simple life here, very content, you
Nice.
know. Japanese and their love for paperwork aside,
Oh, yeah.
you know what that's about.
Yeah.
They love paperwork. You buy a bicycle, you have to, do paperwork. I feel like if you go to Mossburger, you have to have paperwork for everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, well, you mentioned English teaching, so I
Yes.
guess like how did you find that job? How is it?
So I found my job on gaijinpod.com.
Oh,
Yes.
it's a popular site, Gaijin Pot.
It is. It's I think the easiest way for gaijins, foreigners, to find a job. Um I I unfortunately don't have a degree, and but fortunately, because of my dependent visa, I am able to work part-time legally here. So I was able to find the job. I applied for it, many jobs, and then I got a few interviews, and then one stuck out.
And
So I guess,
do you teach kids? Like, do you enjoy the day-to-day teaching or?
yeah. So since it's part-time, I usually only work in the mornings, so from like 9:30 to noon.
Hmm.
And I teach kindergarten, preschools, and nurseries.
Wow, nice.
So I teach very, very small kids from as young as 2 to as old as 5. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's the cutest job ever. It's so cute. They make me laugh all the time.
I'm
And
glad to do, yeah.
it's really easy, I sit with the kids and they learn the weather, and they learn the days of the week or the months, and like, oh, what is it? It's a squirrel, and we do songs and dance, and super
Nice.
fun. And they like to try to correct me sometimes, like, it's a pumpkin, and they go, yeah, yeah, chigao desu, kabocha. I'm like, no, it is a pumpkin.
Wow.
I learn a lot of Japanese from them.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, because they'll just speak to me like, oh, they call me Aurora sensei,
Ono sensei.
Aurora sensei, they'll go da 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 da, start saying something, and I go, wow, that's great.
Yeah,
So it's a really fun job. And I think if you You're basically like a Sesame Street character
Mm.
all the
Oh,
time.
sorry.
So you got to be really like Genki, really enthusiastic. Like,
Mhm.
yes, I want to teach you, and I want to dance, and I want to sing. And so if you got the energy to do that, then it's it's definitely a good job to have.
Nice. And you mentioned they were teaching you Japanese. That got me curious. So how's your Japanese level now? Or
Oh my gosh.
I
I
could tell.
don't know. I would say it's conversational,
Hmm.
maybe. I can have conversations. That doesn't mean I'm good at them. You know, if I had to stick it in like the proficiency test level,
Yeah.
I would probably stick it somewhere between an N4 and an N3.
Cool.
Um, I can read katakana, hiragana, no problem.
Nice.
I have about maybe 200 to 300 kanjis
Nice.
in my vocabulary out of, the 5,000 that they have. Uh, but it's not an easy language
Hmm.
by any means.
No way.
No, you speak Japanese though, right, Paul?
Oh well, I would say I passed N3 like in 2010. And then I've been working on passing the N2 for a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so hard.
Yeah.
I think my problem is like I'll download like the mock,
Hmm.
proficiency test on my phone,
Yeah.
and I can usually get all like the kanjis right, like reading right. But it's the grammar that always throws me off. So they'll be like 50%. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, is it ni? Is it Is it de? Is it o? Is it
Yeah.
ha? You know,
Yeah. It's quite confusing if you're
it is quite confusing. How
uh,
did you learn? Did you like study it or go to school or just
off and on. I came in 2008 as a study abroad student for 6 months. Uh,
okay?
well, I had like proper classes. I when I came it was zero, Japanese, literally zero. And then
Literally, yeah.
that since then, over the last over 10 years, I must have had one or two classes. But really, yeah, self-study, life, yeah, just life and a little bit of self-study.
Yeah, I think life is the best because in the States, off and on, I would study it kind of on my own. And, I had Japanese friends and they would help me. But when I got here, I realized how little I actually knew.
Mm, mm,
Like you go to the convenience store and they
mm.
ask you if you want a bag.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what they
What?
were saying.
What? Can I just give you money?
Yeah, right. And I'm like, I would say thank you. And they would look at me like, fuck. Like, oh, yes, yes, please.
Nice.
So, and or I didn't know like omochi kairi, take home.
Mm,
I didn't know tennai, which is,
yeah.
eat in. And I would answer it wrong sometimes. Like, I really want to eat here. And then they would ask me if it was takeout, and I would say yes.
Mm,
And then I'm like, oh no, what do I do?
yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I can talk to strangers
Yeah.
and order food and, get to know people on a pretty basic level.
Mm,
Yeah. So it's okay. It's not terrible. It's not the worst. I'm not going around saying, you know, Nihongo
yeah.
hanasemasu.
That's like really, yeah, zero. Starting from the beginning. And I do want to ask about your YouTube channel, because
Yes, my
yeah,
YouTube
guys,
channel.
of course, yeah, your Aurora travels. Is that right?
Aurora's Japan Life.
Aurora's Japan Life. I'm sorry, I can no longer see. Oh, there it is. But Aurora's Japan Life, and
Yes.
yeah, what made you start the channel?
So it's interesting. My husband, he's kind of always wanted to have a YouTube channel, and he would always like encourage me, you
Yeah,
should do a YouTube channel about something. And
yeah,
I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like that sounds like a lot of work.
yeah.
Um, And we moved here, and not too long after we moved here, a friend of mine who moved to Bali was
Wow.
helping her friend with a YouTube channel, start a YouTube channel. So I'd watch their videos and I'm like, I wonder if that's something I could do.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, that's okay. That sounds like a lot of I can be really lazy. It's like if it's too much hard work, I go, it's okay. But I'd watch her videos and I'm like, maybe that's something I could do. And then, the pandemic hit.
Yep.
And I didn't know when friends or family would be able to visit.
Yep.
So I was like, well, I should record some videos of me like walking around or my neighborhood or riding the train, just so that they can see what life is like for me here. And kind of also for my mom, she worries about me.
Mm.
She's never been to Japan. All she knew was Japan. There's a lot of people and there's earthquakes.
Cool.
That's all my mom knew. So, and I would tell her like, oh, I'm walking to this place today. So be careful.
Yeah.
There's,
So sweet.
or is there houses around there? Is there a lot of people? And I'm like, it's okay. It's Japan. I'm safe. So I started making these videos of me walking around for her
Yep.
and for my friends so they could see what life was like here.
Nice.
And then I noticed as I uploaded the videos, other people that I didn't know
Yep.
were starting to watch them.
Cool.
So I was like, oh, okay. And then, I was like, well, maybe this can be a thing. So I would try and upload little videos kind of every week.
Yep.
And my husband suggested that I go to Reddit and I start posting the videos on Reddit.
Cool.
Because if there is the most honest people in the world that will
No.
give you the most honest critique, it's gonna be Reddit.
They all.
So he's like, oh, you could show people, you could show people your videos on Reddit. They can give you feedback. And boy, they sure did. So they'd be like, you should do it this way, you should do that. And then then it started to, people from Reddit started to come over to the YouTube channel.
Oh, nice.
And actually through Reddit, I met Nomadic Gaijin.
Ah, hey, Luke. Nomadic Gaijin.
Yeah, I met Luke. So he was doing the same thing I was. He was posting videos on Reddit to kind of get feedback and to, put his YouTube channel out there. So I messaged him through Reddit and I was like, oh, hey, I do the same thing as you. You should check out my channel. And he's like, okay. So he did. He's like, oh, yeah, we should be friends now. And then I found out he lived in Saitama. And I'm like, Saitama.
Yes, you guys live in Saitama.
We're like the only Saitama people in the group. And then I noticed that he was getting a lot of subscribers also from Reddit. So Luke helped me out a lot in the beginning with like what he was doing. And then I started like kind of following in his footsteps. So I met him when he was at like 300 subscribers. Like,
oh, wow.
Yeah. way back in the day.
Yeah.
And then, I think I kind of found my YouTube groove. So that's how it all started. Just me going, maybe I can. And then just like going for it,
And then, so what's your favorite video or the video you're most proud of?
On my channel?
Yeah, on your channel.
So I think it's my very first cherry blossom video.
I'm gonna check that. I'll put the link of your channel.
Yes. It's so most of my videos are me walking.
Yep.
And then I have like a little bit, like kind of looking around. But with the cherry blossoms, I wanted to do something more artsy and a little bit more cinematic.
Yep.
So I found like the perfect music and I got all the shots and I was like, it took me like 3 days to edit a 3-minute long video because I was working so hard on it.
Nice.
And so the very first time I filmed the cherry blossoms in Japan, it's called Beautiful Cherry Blossoms in Tokyo Sakura Special. And I filmed it in Hikarigaoka Park. which is very close to where I live. And yeah, I'm very proud of that video. It was my first like attempt at a cinematic, artsy, more artsy style
I like
video.
those. Yeah.
Not just a walking video, but it's really trying to showcase the cherry blossoms.
Yeah, those are hard to film, like a compilation, but like, right? Like you take the best scenes and then
Yeah.
really
So
collect the best views.
I was really excited to film it because the previous year it was when all the parks were closed because of the
Yeah.
pandemic.
Yep.
So I couldn't go out and enjoy cherry blossoms. We couldn't go to any of the parks. There was no hanami, none of that.
Yeah.
So it was like
Japan.
the first time I got to experience the cherry blossoms in Japan for real.
Yep.
So I got to share it with everybody, which was also quite special.
Nice. I'll put a link in the description. And so, yeah, of course, I'm curious to know about mask. Like, what about the mask? What's
The mask. Everybody wants to know about the mask. So like I said, I started filming the YouTube channel at kind of at the beginning of the pandemic.
mm,
So everyone was wearing masks.
mm,
Um, and anytime you saw a shot of me, it was in a mask. When I started to put my videos up on Reddit for critique, they were like, you need to have you on the thumbnail. And I thought it was weird because I was just the person behind the camera. I wasn't in the videos. So I said, okay, well, they want me in the thumbnail, so I'll put myself in the thumbnail. And I'm at these places always wearing a mask when I'm taking the pictures of myself. And everyone's like, why are you wearing a mask? I said, well, it's a pandemic. Everybody's wearing their mask. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to take my mask off.
that's very polite.
Exactly. So, and especially being foreigners, we get looked at a little bit more so if we're not wearing a mask. And so, and then I noticed all my thumbnails was me in a mask. And I was like, well, it's because of the pandemic. It's because of the pandemic. And then it just kind of became my persona.
Whoa.
Nobody knows what I look like. Nobody's seen my face. And maybe one day, maybe at like 5,000 subscribers,
Whoa.
I'll take it off. I don't know.
Watch a live stream or premiere party. Yeah.
Right?
Actually.
Exactly. Whoosh. So, I mean, it's nothing special, whatever, but it literally just started because I was taking my thumbnails during the pandemic, and I'm like, well, I don't want people to think I'm being unsafe by not having a mask on. And then it just kind of became who I am.
Very thoughtful. I've had that similar thought where, like, should I have a mask? I've had comments where some people, you should have a mask, and even like on the thumbnail. But yeah, it's like you walk a fine line, or some
Yeah.
people walk. Yeah.
So I
Mm,
figured, I'll just have the mask on all the time, and people maybe will stop asking me.
very
Yes.
important. Yeah.
We went to, I think there was you didn't get a chance to go, but there was a big YouTuber
Party.
Hanami. Yeah. And this past spring, and all the YouTubers were there,
Mm-hmm.
and the picnic blanket, and they were eating and drinking, and everyone was mask free because everyone's drinking and eating, and I was the only one wearing my
No
mask.
way.
And so a few people were like, why don't you take your mask off? And I'm like, oh no, I don't do that. That's not who I am.
Wow. It's your signature.
That's my signature. And somebody was like, oh, did you forget to put on makeup? I'm like, no, I intentionally didn't put on makeup because you can't see underneath my mask.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Wow. And then like, sorry, I'm still curious about YouTube too, but what's the most interesting or beautiful place you visited for your videos, or like in Tokyo
Oh,
in
for
general?
my videos. I think one of the most beautiful places was Rikugen Park.
I think I've heard of
And
it.
oh, you never heard of it?
No, I think I have, but
You have heard of it. Okay.
I don't
Um,
have the time to remember.
it is somewhere. I don't remember exactly the location, but
That's great. You remember the name.
it's Rikugen Park, and I went there for Momiji season.
Momiji. Ooh,
Yeah, for Japanese maple.
the fall leaf.
And the whole park looked like a painting, like a beautiful
Ooh,
Japanese painting.
sounds beautiful.
And I was just like so in awe of the colors and the pond and the leaves. And so that I think is one of the most beautiful places that I filmed in, you know.
Don't you have like beautiful leaves or foliage in like Colorado or in
It's different. It's very different. Colorado is known for its aspens,
Aspen, big tree?
and they turn bright, bright yellow.
Whoa.
So, in the mountains, it's just the evergreen, so pine trees and yellow. So it looks like gold coins in
Wow.
the sunlight.
There's places like that here in Tokyo too. I forget, but yeah.
But the problem with where I'm from in Colorado is that the weather is very unpredictable.
Oh.
So we can have, well, I'm going to say, should I say Fahrenheit or Celsius?
But doesn't yeah, but any is okay.
So it would be like, 80 degrees one day, and then the next day we have a blizzard kind of thing.
Oh, you mean 80 degrees Fahrenheit? Wow,
Fahrenheit, yeah.
that's a
So like
zero.
28 degrees, 30-ish degrees, and the next day it would just snow.
Oh wow.
So sometimes we would skip fall.
Wow.
So it would be summer and then it'd just be winter.
Wow.
And by the time the leaves were supposed to change, they'd all be dead and fallen off the
Wow.
tree. So
Wow.
it's kind of sad. But I feel like here I got like a real fall for
Yeah.
a long time,
Rikugen. That
Rikugen.
Rikugen. Yeah.
Rikugen. Yeah. Beautiful Tokyo Park.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that one stands out in my mind. Oh, look at my video there.
Nice. And well, speaking of video, what is like the next video or next place you want to go for your exploration?
I am gonna start to try to do, I'm gonna call them one take walks. So instead of editing it, it's gonna be
Yeah.
one shot, one
Nice.
actual walkthrough. Kind of like Rambleac videos.
Nice.
Um, who some of our we are connected to Rambleac somehow. I've never met Rambleac, and I would love to.
Yeah.
Because I would watch Rambleac's videos before coming to Japan.
Yeah.
But kind of like that style. I would love to do a video in like Shimokitazawa,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
because that's like, I feel like Shimokitazawa is a very bohemian, artsy,
Yeah.
thrifty place that people
Stores.
think of Tokyo. Exactly. You think of Shibuya, you think of Shinjuku. You don't think of like bohemian.
Not so much.
Not so much, no. But it's so cute there, and I like to show people not the big popular places.
Yeah.
I like to show them kind of like the places that are tucked away or that you don't really hear about. So that would be cool, I think.
Nice. And what camp like speaking of which, like you mentioned that walking for your next video,
Hmm.
take walk and like beautiful scenes. What camera are you using for YouTube?
I have a DJI Pocket 2.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
How's that working
So
out? Yeah.
it's going good. I got it as a present for getting 1,000 subscribers.
Nice.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Thomas the Tank Engine. No,
Is that a viewer?
no, so I have a 9-second short of a school bus that looks like Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, I think I've seen the thumbnail for that.
Yes, and it went viral. It's got like almost 2 million views now.
Nice.
And I had no idea there were so many Thomas the Tank Engine nerds out there. Otaku. I guess they're super passionate. They either love that video or they hate it.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people came to my channel because of Thomas the Tank Engine, so I am forever grateful for that little bus.
I feel like so you're a bus or a Thomas the your train channel now.
Yes. I think they come to my channel expecting more stuff like that. So maybe I should go to a train museum or something.
Yeah, speaking of which, do you like trains?
I like trains. I love riding the trains and I love, watching the trains. But
Oh, how about
I
a
never
Shinkansen? How about a bullet train?
Oh, I love bullet trains. I wish they weren't so, you know,
Yeah, expensive.
expensive.
Have you done a video, about trains or bullet trains or?
No, but there's a train museum up in Saitama
Yeah, that sounds cool.
that I think may appease the fans
Uh,
of the Thomas the fans.
yeah,
That would be cool to go to.
yeah, you're gonna have to get the find the Thomas there, find the train.
Yes, maybe like a life-size Thomas the Tank Engine is like, thank you for everything you've done for me, Thomas.
And thank you so much for your time today. If viewers want to check out your artwork or just contact you or is there any location online?
Yeah, so my artwork is, like I said, Black Dawn Arts.
Like,
But the Instagram that's connected to my YouTube channel is aurora.goes.places.
that's the one. Where it goes places.
That's the one. That's where you're thinking like travel, something with travels.
I'm like trying to recall that. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, Aurora goes places. That would be the best way to contact me. But yeah, or just comment on the videos. I love it when people comment. It's
Hey
fun.
guys, comment on her videos. Comment. Are you viewers? Are you a Thomas the Tank Engine lover, or are you just not Team Thomas the Tank
Not
Engine?
Team Thomas.
Not Team Thomas.
Or I don't know what any of the other trains are called, but are you Team Thomas or Team everything else?
Well, personally, I like the Nozomi train, which is the fastest of the bullet trains, and it's just really fast. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the maglev train.
Oh yeah, but I Google when I Googled the information, apparently it's supposed to be ready in like 10 years when I'm like super old. And then have you heard of the yellow super bullet train called Dr. Yellow?
No.
Oh, you should check that out. Dr. Yellow is the bullet train that is the doctor. Like it's the one that's supposed to repair the tracks and
So he's like the train doctor or the tracks doctor.
yeah, and they call him Dr. Yellow. That's the nickname. I saw it on Japanese TV, but it's pretty cool.
He's like a Doctor Yellow.
Yeah, something like that. Perhaps it's there in the museum. So now I'm looking forward to your museum train video.
Oh man, now that's the pressure.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, I remember. I also would like to do one of the ramen museum down in Yokohama.
I should do that. I think I caught Luke one day. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You should do that.
Well, my video is gonna be different.
Make a video. Be different. Yeah. We'll look forward to your version with some artsy scenes and some panning.
Artsy, yes, exactly. Maybe you'll see me eating ramen. Who knows?
Oh yeah, that's good. Always. Yeah. Oh no. You're gonna have to take off of that.
I have to take a mask off.
Let's get her to 5K so we get the mask video. But thank you so much for your time today, Aurora.
Thank you. It was so much fun. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you for your time today. ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。